today we'll be talking about the important skills a salesperson needs to have. Every important skills a salesperson needs to have. And remember, my first video I talk about why skill is important, right? So one of the most important skills you can have in this 21st century is marketing skills or sales skills, because at the end of the day, everyone is selling something. Everyone is selling something. You're either selling yourself, you're selling a product, you're selling your skills, you're selling your time. Everyone has something to offer, and until you know how to sell this stuff, you won't really make money out of it. For instance, if you have a product and you don't know how to sell it, people won't buy it. So one of the most important skill you can learn is sales skill, and I've been on my own part, I've been cultivating the skills, right? And I'm still learning, because you must be improving time after time after time after time. If you're joining us for the first time, you can give thumb up to this video if you love the content. This channel is mostly talking about sales marketing here. That's my area of specialty, and I'll be giving practical examples because I too am an entrepreneur. So you're getting like from my own experience and then from stuff to I learned. So the first thing a salesperson needs to have, right? The first thing a salesperson needs to have is the searcher skill. What I mean by the searcher, you must be able to get new customers. You must know how to get new customers each and every day. You must work hard to get new customers. This is a person that goes out to gathering, does networking, meet new people, take their contact, connect with them. This is a searcher person. Now, if you own a company, you must identify the person that knows this stuff and place him or her in that position. Because without that, you can't really do that. For instance, when I was starting my company, I understand this. I know how to get to people. So I was going to social events, I was going to gatherings purposefully. It's not like just to have fun. I was going to purposefully because I know the more you go to these places, the more you can get your product to a wide variety of people. That's the stuff. For instance, it's only if it's 10 people using Facebook, it won't really make anything. But if millions of people are using Facebook, it means a lot. So you must put yourself at the skill of a searcher. Know how to get to gathering, know how to connect to people, go to social events, networking. It's a skill. You must learn it. And if you don't know it, you won't make result. So this is the first skill. Now the second skill here is the deal maker. When I say the deal maker, is someone who knows how to make deals, someone who break deals, someone who knows how to negotiate. So if you meet a customer, after you have gotten these customers, now how do you pitch your product to them? How do you come into conclusion? How do you make them buy? It's not like forcing them. You must understand that the deal maker is another skill that you must learn how to make deals. You must learn how to, for instance, if you are an entrepreneur, you must learn how to negotiate. How do you negotiate with an investor to give a stake in your company? How do you negotiate for a product? The customer is saying this and you're saying that. How do you come into conclusion? So you must know how to make deals. I call this skill the deal maker. So the third skill you must understand, which is the last skill, is the connector. One of the things that baffles me is some people, when they make sales, they think it's done. Like if you succeeded in getting the person, you succeeded in making the person buy your product, you are already done. You just say, okay, good, you are done. But let me tell you, you must have the connector skills. These skills entails how to maintain that relationship with that person. Know that, for instance, when I was watching one article that Jeff Bezos was saying something, he said Amazon does not make sales when a customer buys a product. Amazon makes sales when a customer comes back to buy. So that's why they are more concerned with your experience, with your satisfaction. So you will not stay in business just when a customer buys the first time. You will stay in business if the customer comes back to buy. Maintaining that relationship with that individual or with that customer, it's very important. Without that, you will see that you will get new customers and then you're leaving old customers. You'll just be turning around circle because your goal is to increase your customer base. Now, it's not only that. Imagine now the connection between you and the people that customer know. For instance, you make a sale to that person, right? You also need to know that the potential customer is the person the people that person know. You need to understand the people that person know. For me, when I started my business, and I have one investor that was brought in by someone, right? And it was this person really put in a lot of money. Imagine I did not maintain a cordial relationship, because there are people who just pour in and then they just leave you, da da da. But those who maintain that relationship, you get referrals from people. Know that one of the best things is to get referral, because when somebody recommend you that come meet this person reliable, there's a high possibility, I mean 90% chances that it will work, because it was recommended by somebody. When someone recommend you or recommend a product, it means he or she has tasted that product. So your goal is not only to make that 100,000 US dollars or 50,000 US dollars and you think you have hit it. You have to meet this guy, man, talk to, for instance, if you make a sale, 1 month you pitch this person, you say, my friend, I don't earn a salary, and I stay in business only if people continue to come to buy my product. So if you have anyone, you can just tell him about me. I'll be very grateful. Like, it's not like you're forcing them, but the manner in which you pitch to them, I'm telling you, they say sure. I even have a friend that. This mostly happen in like automobile maintenance industry, right? Automobile maintenance industry, most of the customers this mechanic have is referrals. That's why you see most of them, they don't do like advertisement, they are not doing advertisement on social media or paying Google ads, because most of their customers are referrals. If you're a mechanic and you do your job well, people always refer. They'll say, meet this my mechanic, he do this. So when you meet a customer the first time and you fix his car, he pays you, it's not the end of the business. It's not the end of the business. You must make sure, okay, you maintain this relationship. You must make sure that you ask for referrals, because you are interested in the people that customer knows. That's the main thing. And maintaining that relationship can hit you a big deal in the future. You never know. So these are mostly 3 important skills. The first, that in summary, the first is you must know how to be the searcher. I call the searcher, the person that go out and do that, create connection, meet people, get more exposed, get the product exposed to a variety of people. Now the second is the deal maker. You must know how to negotiate. So as a salesman, as a businessman, as an entrepreneur, you must know how to negotiate. It's also a skill you need to learn. And then the third is the connector, maintaining that customer relationship. It's not like making sales only for the first time and you think, okay, I've got it. No, there is still the first rule in business is to stay in business. That's just the thing. The first rule in business is to stay in business. If you cannot stay in business, forget it. You won't really be an entrepreneur and you won't really make it. So thank you guys. If you love my content, give this video a thumb up. You can share it to other people, and you can also subscribe, like my page. I'll be very grateful. See you next Saturday for the next video. Every Saturday I upload the video, so see you next Saturday. Thank you very much, guys.